Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Last Son. This is the TEW9 Dev Journal. This is day 18. We have 3 days left till the beta. Excitement's building, and let's get right into it. So, as we still have a lot of content to announce and only 3 days left of the journal, the next 2 days they've decided will be shotgun style. That is, it will have a lot of medium and minor level additions and changes. A lot of them from the suggestions forum. They're just going to do them rapid fire style. And then the final entry on Friday will return to a normal entry. So, searchable handbook. The in-game handbook has been upgraded to allow it to be fully searchable. For example, you could type in tour contracts and it will return any entry that contains that phrase. That will make things finding so much easier. So this is awesome. I'm happy for this because there's so many times you're wanting to find something in the book and you have to go through all the entries. This will be so cool. Loading screen profiles. An option to turn off random worker profiles on the loading screen has been added, together with separate folders so that appropriate skins can be created. This means that artists can make some creative artworks that will appear during the loading process without needing to accommodate the worker's picture, biography, and stats. That's cool. To beefed up searches. By request, many of the search facilities, particularly in the editors, have been enhanced with new options to allow for more precise searching. In particular, you can now filter by precise worker skills in the main editor. Death dates. Specific death dates for workers can now be given, removing the need to look it up or use part of their biography to store that information. This can be preset via the editor and is filled in automatically during gameplay. They are optional, so this does not require any extra work for database makers unless they want to use them. Background graphics toggle. Background images can be toggled for those who are not using the GIF format images. This both saves loading times and was requested by some people who found out it created a flashing effect on roster screens. Audible clicks. By request, clicking buttons now play a short sound to give the user feedback. This can be disabled in the top menu if desired. Auto text selection. For the ease of use, text boxes now automatically highlight their contents when clicked, making it easier to type in replacement text. This is especially helpful when editing as it saves a ton of time. Now you can have avatars as mentors. So by request, your user avatar can now act as a mentor for other workers. That's cool. Broadcaster upgrade costs. When the user goes to invest in increasing the coverage of a broadcaster, the player is now given information on what the new costs/profit margin would be if they would go ahead with the change. This helps take away the guesswork that previously existed and helps with financial planning. Other sports commentators. When the AI generates new commentators, there is now a chance that they will explicitly come into wrestling from other sports. This doesn't impact anything other than their biography, but it will add a touch of extra realism. Contextual no-shows. When deciding whether to no-show an event, workers now take into account the context of how important the show is. This means they're far less likely to disappear before a major show and lose out on a big payday or a chance of a massive exposure chance. Unmaskings. Pictures changes section now includes a new trigger, unmaskings, which allows a character to automatically switch to a non-masked picture. For reference, the default database comes with quite a large selection of unmasked versions of the characters to take advantage of this. This helps prevent the immersion-breaking situation where someone loses their masks, but they will retain a masked picture. Tag match history. The various tag team screens now have a match history button just like the single worker screens. Tournament matches. From the tournament screen, the user can now get a list of all the confirmed matches that are still left to book. That's pretty cool. Other TV show list. The main broadcaster screen now includes a section for giving information on the non-wrestling TV shows that are currently active and affecting the game world. Improving microphone skills. The users can now mock workers' microphone skills during the post-show speech section in order to try and motivate them to improve quicker, obviously at the cost of potentially souring your relationship if you do it too much. Contextual worker names. The worker name file now has both a record name and an actual name. This allows the same name to be used in different contexts, such as being a forename in one culture and a surname in another. This just tidies up a loophole or slash logic gap that used to exist. Ultra flashy finance. By request, owners now have an additional finance option being set to ultra flashy. As the name suggests, this is the same thing as existing flashy option that we have, but with everything boosted even further so that the owner will be borderline reckless about flashing the cash. And then finally, Hall of Fame induction control. By request, inductions into a player's company's Hall of Fame are now optional. The player will be mailed when an induction is due and can make the choice of when the worker or team is inducted, if at all. Previously, you didn't get a choice if the person if they had achieved all of the qualification criteria. So, pretty cool features. Shotgun style, just a ton of different features. No real set theme, but a lot of good stuff. That it's going to be, quality of life improvements. The tournament matches, seeing which ones are still up to book, that is cool. The no shows are pretty cool, where they're going to take into a fact like I don't want to no show WrestleMania, but Raw in Idaho, sure. That's kind of cool. Avatars as mentors, that's a cool feature. The audible clicks, I don't really have any use for that myself. I'm glad it can be disabled if I don't want to have it in there. But searchable handbook's really cool. Okay, guys, that will do it for this episode of the TEW 9 Dev Journal. Day 18's in the books, getting closer and closer to the beta being released. I'm excited and cannot wait. Please, if you do enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I put a new video up on the channel. I'm Last Son. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, I'll see you in our next video.